retro food fans, today we're going back to 1938 and we are going to finally talk about the Brown Derby. But I'm not going to make what you think I'm going to make. You're going to love it. Let's get started. Hey everyone, this is YesterKitchen and I'm Jill. Thank you so much for being here. So the Brown Derby, finally we're going to talk about it. I just love this place. As a matter of fact, I always say this is one of my favorite cookbooks. You know, it's like a child, you can't pick. So this glorious cookbook from 1949 is all full of history and recipes, and we're going to get to this in a second. So the Brown Derby, world famous, sadly no longer in existence, was a chain of restaurants that most of you probably know, and you probably know the most famous salad that came out of the Brown Derby, the Cobb Salad. Well, we're not going to exactly go to the Cobb Salad today because everyone knows the history, everyone knows the salad. Just in case, I'm going to give you a tiny, tiny bit of how that Cobb Salad was born. So in 1938, Robert Cobb, the president of the Brown Derby, it was around midnight. He was in the kitchen. He was hungry. They were closing up. He was just looking for something he could put together. And he found the makings of a Cobb salad, which wasn't a Cobb salad yet. He just grabbed some lettuce, bacon, turkey, eggs, blue cheese, tomatoes, put it together with their already famous dressing, which is what we're going to do today, and made a salad. Some friends walked in and said, "Hey, what are you eating?" "I'm just put this together." Anyway, Hollywood, 1930s. Hollywood, the land of the starlets, the movie making, and Weight Watching. So Brown Derby noticed all this trend because they had a lot of Hollywood stars coming in. Take a look. See, I mean, there were just so many people that were just so famous having fun out there. So they put quite a few salads on their menu so the Weight Watchers of the crowds can come in and be happy. And the glorious thing about the Brown Derby is it literally was a Brown Derby. It looked like a hat. Take a look. This is back from 1930. And then here it was around the 1970s. And the last Brown Derby closed in 1982. Here is a picture of then and now. As you can see, it's a shadow of itself. But it's still the Derby, and if you know what you're looking for, you can find it. This one is on Vine in Hollywood. So it originally came about in 1925 when some people were talking, and someone said if you can provide great customer service and great food, people will come even if you're serving it in a hat. And someone went, huh. And the Brown Derby was born. So we're not going to do the Cobb salad today, but we are going to do a variation of it. It was actually on their menu, and today we're going to make the Brown Derby mixed green salad. I know, it sounds a little boring, but it was one of the most popular salads that they ever had throughout the life of the Brown Derbies. And I say Derbies because the Brown Derbies was a chain at one point, but it was all about the dressing. And the dressing existed long before Robert Cobb made his famous salad. So really, that's what we're going to do today. We are going to do the dressing. And it all starts with a little mason jar or a bowl and a whisk or whatever you want to use. So we're going to put everything but the oil into the dressing. And I will tell you that on advice from Robert Cobb, the recipe contains water, but if you like a more oily dressing, leave the water out. I'm going to make the straight up original recipe. So let's start with a 1/4 cup of water, a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar. Ooh, almost lost it there. A 1/4 teaspoon of sugar, a 1.5 teaspoons of lemon juice, and as I always say, get fresh lemon juice, squeeze your lemons, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. Whoop, in there you. There we go. 3/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire, 3/4 teaspoon, round bowl, of dry mustard, and 1 clove of garlic minced. Okay, now all you're going to do is put your lid on and give it a good shake. I'm pretty good at this since I make my martinis all the time. Okay. Now to that, we are going to add 3/4 cup of vegetable oil and a 1/4 cup of olive oil. When I make salad dressings, I use a really good quality olive oil. So we've got all that. On goes our lid one more time. And you shake it, and that's it. You're done. You have 1925, I couldn't find exactly when the dressing came out, but it was somewhere between 1925 and 1928, and this was their house dressing. They had actually only two dressings. This, which is technically called the Brown Derby old-fashioned French dressing, or they made their own mayonnaise and they made a lot of dressings with that base. So while our dressing sits, we're gonna make the salad. Now this salad is just their standard mixed green salad, and it has been on their menu pretty much the whole time they were in existence. As Bob Cobb said, people usually ordered it with steaks or roasts, but come on, it's a fabulous, very simple, very delicious salad. And the lettuce mixture I'm going to show you right now is actually the base for the Cobb salad. It's not one lettuce. They never used one lettuce. They used 4 different lettuces in the Cobb salad and in their mixed green. And that's why it was in the Cobb salad, because it was your standard lettuce blend, and that's what was in the fridge. Okay, so the lettuce. It's all about the lettuce. You've got a few different textures, you've got a little different flavor. It's really a great blend, and it's worth it to just buy all 4. So here we go. We are gonna get, and this salad is gonna serve around 4 people. So I have them all separated out for you. So the first one is romaine, and you're gonna use a half a head, and you're gonna tear it in little 1-inch strips. As you can see, actually pretty much most of them except for the watercress, because you just kind of pull those apart. So, torn lettuce. We have a half a head of romaine, a half a head of iceberg. This is chicory, half a head of chicory. Chicory is also called curly endive or endive, either one. It's not the little very firm ones that people use as dips, which was very popular in the 70s, so we'll get to that another time. But this is just curly endive, and it usually comes, this is watercress, and it usually comes in one bundle. It's, like about that big. So you just use about the same amount of watercress as you have with the lettuces, and you'll be fine. So, romaine, iceberg, endive or chicory, and watercress. That is what you use if you really want to make a true Cobb salad, or just a mixed green salad that we're going to go with. Now you're going to add 1 tomato in wedges. Specifically says in wedges, so we're going to do that. And a half a cup of chopped celery. Okay, on top of that, you're going to pour a half a cup of your dressing. This is just so classic. It's so perfect. It's so delicious. And you just toss away. And you want to mix all your lettuces together so everybody gets all the lettuces. And that's it. Whoops. Just a little lettuce. And all you're going to do now is serve it up. And of course, I have to have my martini plate because, it's what I love. And that's it. The Brown Derby mixed green salad, so popular for so many years on the menu. And with this dressing, it's fabulous. So I hope you give it a try, and I hope I was able to teach you that there's more to the Brown Derby than their Cobb salad. Literally, they had so many salads on their menu because you got to keep those starlets watching their weight happy. You want to store your dressing in the fridge, and it'll probably keep for about 3-4 weeks, although I don't think it'll last that long. If you would like to explore more dishes from your childhood or just the past, I invite you to subscribe. I release new videos every Friday. In the meantime, here's some more retro dishes for you. And remember, every dish, even the mixed green salad from the famous Brown Derby, has a story. I'll see you in the next video.